Friends, you never know who you'll touch in life. You never know how or when you'll have an impact or how important your example can be to someone else. My faith helps me understand that circumstances don't dictate my happiness or my inner peace. The chances you take, the people you meet, the people you love, the faith that you have, that's what's going to define you. You have to be who you are in this world, no matter what. At the end of the day, my friends, it's not about what you have or even what you've accomplished. It's about what you've done with those accomplishments. It's about who have you lifted up? Who have you made better? It's about what you've given back to those people. I think personally a role model is a mentor, someone who you see on a daily basis and you learn from them. My faith taught me how to forgive. Faith taught me when people present themselves in a certain way, there's probably some backstory or issue or reason for the way that they are acting. It's not you, my friends. It's them. And a lot of times, it's about something that's completely out of their control. Put God first. I've been protected. I've been directed. I've been corrected. I've kept God in my life, and it's kept me humble. I didn't always stick with him, but he always stuck with me. Don't be afraid to think outside the box. Don't be afraid to fail big, to dream big. But remember, dreams without goals are just dreams, and they ultimately fuel disappointment. And understand, to achieve these goals, you must apply discipline and consistency. You'll never see a U-Haul behind a hearse. It's not how much you have in life. It's about what you do with what you have. That's where the success is in helping others. Say thank you in advance for what's already yours. That's how I live my life. True desire in the heart for anything good is God's proof to you, sent beforehand to indicate that it's yours already. My advice is this, and it's simple. Don't just aspire to make a living. Friends, aspire to make a difference. And may God bless each and every one of you, and take good care. Bye-bye now. Good morning. My name is Ralf Friedrichs. I'm an author and addiction recovery coach, a life coach, and the host of this show, the Take Your Life Back Today radio show. You can see a video version of this if you go to YouTube under channel Take Your Life Back Today show. Beautiful day out today. Last few days have been really rough on me. I've been feeling unappreciated, taken advantage of, and overburdened. Recently, my wife and I have been used and taken advantage by a family member to a point of our reaction of very painful hurt, and totally lost any respect for this particular family member. Now, before you, my audience, start texting me, emailing me, and asking me who it might be, my only reply will be no comment, because it still is my family member. Admittedly, there is a part of me that is attached to seeing myself as a good person who can be there for anyone, anytime, with whatever is needed for that person. I guess you could say that I am a recovering helper. Friends, as a very experienced helper all my life, I'm generally pretty mindful of symptoms of overgiving. They include the three that I just mentioned in another video, as well as feeling burdened, irritable, grumpy, and holding unresolved grievances, things that come up. Fortunately, in recent years, I've become much more acutely aware of these symptoms when they less frequently happened in the past. Connecting the dots to recognize the cause and effect and relationship between my feelings and the part that I play in creating them seems to be the key to putting in the corrections that bring me back to normal. They say good guys finish last. These days it doesn't take too long, usually no more than a few hours, that I realize that. Sometimes it takes longer. It's just a matter of minutes sometimes before I'm back to being myself again. But lately, the last few days have been very hurtful. I currently live in a mood of gratitude almost every single day, which seems to make it a lot more pleasant for others to be around and for them to ask me for favors. Maybe that's why I and others am so quick to notice when I'm feeling grumpy, like right now, but I'm still loving Jesus and God. The difference is obvious because I no longer spend much time being that self-helper because of other people's actions. The most frequently called for corrections when I am guilty of neglecting myself or overgiving have to do with giving myself a healthy dose of responsible self-care, putting a temporary moratorium on placing anything that isn't absolutely necessary on my plate for a while, taking some things off my incomplete list if that is possible, getting support or assistance with handling them when it's not, renegotiating agreements that are stressing me out, forgiving myself, slipping into a black hole, and apologizing to anyone whom I may have offended when I get so grumpy or upset with my behavior or my communication. It is this family member that makes me feel this way. The last two are particularly important to me, especially the part about apologizing. Apologizing for me isn't as much about admitting to transgressions in order to receiving forgiveness, but rather it's a means through which I confirm that I have been in some very unkind, disrespectful, or insensitive way taken my moodiness, my grumpiness out on someone else. This relieve others of any concern that they may have, that they, for some way, think that they're at fault, because you're not. If I've taken my grumpiness the last few days out on you, I apologize. While they may also bear some responsibility if there has been a breakdown in our relationship, and if you're watching me, that family member, you have to take responsibility of what you've done to my wife and I. Friends, when a family member literally lies to you, literally uses you, and literally abandons you, that is something deeper and more lasting than any hurt that you can imagine. It is like losing a family member to death. That's how my wife and I felt. So if you're out there and you have family members that are going to do this to you, and you know this, like I knew this was probably going to happen, but because I am a recovering helper, I decided to help anyway. Friends, I don't know if I'll ever be completely free of helping other people, because I can't let irresponsible family members, or in this case a member, have me change my inner personality in my service to God to help other people. What I need to do is to put this aside. What I need to do is to move forward, and what I need to do is to pray for this family member, because this particular person needs to find Jesus. And who knows, maybe I'll get lucky and find that I can be a permanent example to this person. An example of hope for this person, an example of role model. I don't want to be mad or sad or hurt or even disgusted. What I do want to do is that I want to forgive, but I'll never forget. So if you're this family member watching me right now, you know who you are. You have hurt us to a point that is very, very unforgiving. But I'll forgive you, but I'll never forget what you've done. Call me at 844-405-HELP. Together, you and I, we can help each other take our lives back. Be good to yourselves. Always be good to each other. And remember, if you have a family member that's going to hurt you, please forgive, but never forget. May God bless you, and we'll talk to you later. Take good care. Bye-bye.